Good evening. Ira Epstein of Linn & Associates with your metal market wrap-up. And this wrap-up is for Tuesday. And we're sitting here now on October 26th. It's hard to say that. October 26, 2021, 6:10 p.m. Central Time. So the stock market's still up. You know, we're having earnings galore from all the big companies coming in. Not enough to shake the market. Yeah, you get a few that don't go the way you want. Robinhood was one of them today. You get others, Facebook, you know, they're questioning what this Apple change will happen. But overall good. When we come over to the metals, silver lost its embedded reading, but folks, all that we're doing is falling back into support zones. I really don't see this market changing from a bullish posture to a bearish one. I think it's a correction. That's what I've been looking for, and no more than that. Energy markets overdue to get something of a price break, especially going into the summits on the climate and everything that's coming up. We have a G20 meeting. We've got climate change meetings coming up. And, of course, we have to all be concerned, what is going to happen now with the Biden administration's plan? President Biden leaves to go to I think it's the G20 Thursday. And then after that, you've got the climate summit, and that one's in Scotland. What's going to happen with all this as this goes on? Right now, they keep throwing out tidbits as to what Mr. Manchin, Senator Manchin will agree to, and Senator Sinema. We don't hear too much from her, but we do hear a lot about what is going to be accepted there. Everything's scaled back, and the latest talk is maybe it's a $1.5 trillion plan without all the benefits that the people thought it would get, and certainly not all the tax changes. When we look at a weekly chart of closes, gold is sitting here over the 18-week average of closes. The action is neutral. You're breaking down a little bit, no surprise. The overall trend, higher lows, higher highs. The market, if we look at moving averages, remember I pointed out to you, and I was very clear about it. I thought the market would have at first serious trouble in just getting up and over the 100 and the 200-day average of closes. Think of them as your kid put up you put up a fence to keep your kid in the house. Well, kid being the price. Oh, you're not getting out of there yet. And if you do, the family dog's waiting for you with the Bollinger Band. That's going to yank you back in. But if you clear that mess, there's not a lot going on. That dog's on a chain and away you go. So you're pulling back. You've got momentum that had gotten overbought. It's not quite there. And as you can see, the gold-silver ratio, a little bit of a correction. As silver lost today to gold. Now, in all fairness, I was telling my paid subscribers to nibble in to the mini silvers today. And at the end of the day, it just didn't like it. Minis. The risks in dollars, real dollars. I don't know if we were risking $10 to see if the positions would hold. You can always add more contracts. Didn't hold, didn't like what we saw, away we went on the trade. I'll do that over and over. Why did I tell the traders to back off? Do you see the slow stochastic? If you lose it, and I didn't know if it would be lost or not, it was, and it has not been regained right away. You could fall all the way back here to the 18-day average 2340s. We'll take another look at the market in that time. Is the trend still up? Yes. Is the market now overbought? Yes. Is it in need of a correction? Yes. And is it paying attention to all that resistance? All yeses. In the copper market, I'm watching how the carpet's coming down. When the market lost its embedded reading, and you've got to pay attention to embedded readings, it's all about momentum, and momentum often leads price. The market first turned down right here, and at that point I said I would not be surprised if now the market's ready to see price and the 18-day average make the run at each other. I don't feel too bad with that call at all. I'm also looking for the support in here. You know, they're going to start giving children in America now the vaccines for COVID-19. I expect it any day. It appears the FDA panel's now done with it, so we're going to get the go-ahead. That's another whole element of people that carry the disease, and that'll be gone. So, yeah, you get a certain element of people that are going to fight you tooth and nail all the way through. They're never going to get the vaccine. That is their right. Do I think it's right or wrong? That's immaterial. That's their right. And if we're going to live in America and they have rights, you can't take it away from them. Now, they don't have to be rewarded. They may not keep their job. They may not be able to do anything, but they have their rights. And, I'll stick up for that all the way through. So as you look at the market, why would I want to still be bearish these things? These are corrections, but now as everybody gets away from that, do you think we're going to get more demand for goods that aren't in the supply chain? I would think so. So I see a friendly setup coming right into the spring, believe it or not. In the platinum market, higher highs, lower lows, correction time. I am not surprised at that. And same in the palladium. So I'm getting what I thought might happen. Now, I'll be very wrong if you start making new lows in all these metals. As a chartist, you always have to have an idea, where would I be wrong in this chart, thinking that it's time for a correction, but really no more than that. Taking out these lows would scare me. Taking out this low would scare me. Coming back to the copper, certainly getting back under here would scare the heck out of me. In the silver, I'd go all the way back here. Now, you're going to say, boy, that's a long way off. Folks, this is the beginning of October. We're only at the 26th. I don't think that they're that far away. So it might be in price, but not that scary there. One other thing, dollar index. Okay, it did what we thought. The market held the lower band, bumped up, and where's the resistance? That 18-day average. As I said, if you don't understand enhanced Bollinger Bands, not Bollinger Bands as you think you know them, enhanced as I try to explain them and how you start making some of these calls or what to expect in the marketplace. It is not about, I can make a fortune on this. It is about understanding in large part, the momentum's gone, I'm going to get a correction, up or down, depends which way you were embedded in the market, what you do, and know how to get out of harm's way. Take a look at this and help yourself. Welcome. I'm Ira Epstein, and I'm here to talk about my enhanced Bollinger Band course. Now, many of you have taken my regular charting course, and if not, you might think you know something about Bollinger Bands. As you know, Bollinger Bands are an algorithm designed to keep the market trading within it 95% of the time, and on a chart, it will offer on the top part resistance, on the bottom support, and the idea is the market will travel within them. We know that sometimes it latches onto that band, goes up or goes down. Well, how do you play with that? Can you pyramid the positions off that type of thinking? Well, I've applied all three of these into 13 different videos that teach you my concept of it. And from that concept, you're able to work with weekly charts and or daily charts. The 13 videos, each about 7 minutes long. The idea here is not to put you in school forever, but to teach. Now, if you haven't tried my complete futures research, I throw that in as well. Whether you've tried this or not, I think it's worth taking a look at. I think you're going to learn something from there. That research, by the way, covers twice daily market updates for you and access to what I call window envelope numbers, which I think are very important when looking at these Bollinger Bands. The next part is a trial to our charting software so you can make your charts look the same way that mine do. It's that simple. Where do you go with it and how do you get all this? It's simple. You go to our website, www.iraepstein.com. If you go to the word education, everything you need is answered there. You can also call my staff. They'll be happy to help you get set up. I'm Ira Epstein, on the road to your education.